Welcome back to the game. In last week's session, literally it was last week, in last week's session, the party dove into a treasure hoard of pirate Paleon the Merciless, who later became known as Paleon the Pious when he changed his ways. As they began exploring and first literally having to give a pint of blood to even get in the door, the party found themselves confronted with a room full of traps and decided instead of dealing with the trap, they'd go look at the other branch of the hallway. Upon arriving in what appears to be some kind of altar or temple or prayer area, they were confronted by four sickly green, deformed-looking creatures standing over stones. As the party approached that group of stones, these monsters or these creatures rose up and turned to face toward them. The last words that we said in last session, and I'll say here, and the party's already done it, is roll for initiative as they dive into combat with these creatures. And I'll turn it over to Grun, since Grun is the first to move.
Okay, take myself off mute so I'm not talking to myself. Right, this is uncharted territory for Grun because he never goes first. But I can just barely see this thing and this thing. So I'm assuming those are the bad guys.
That's them.
Alright, so I gotta do a quick measurement to see.
Quorum has a much better view of them.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to... Shit, I can't even rage. The bonus action. You don't allow that, right? If I dash, that's my full action. I don't get a bonus action, right?
Yep, that's your full action.
Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna move as far as I can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Am I within 10 feet? Oh, damn it.
Nope. Yep.
Alright, well, I gotta rage. Because
okay.
I'm about to get hit by shit. And I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay. So we'll move it off from Grun to Lightning of the Empty Sky.
This is so weird. I'm usually last in initiative. How the tables are tables.
What are you hitting him with?
A mace.
Okay. So as you approach this... Oh, wow. As you approach this sickly-looking creature, it's kind of saying... You smell the overwhelming smell of the sea and rotted fish. And you swing your mace at him, and you land what you think should be a nice hard hit on it, but it doesn't seem to hurt it much as you think it should.
Well, she did roll a 1 and all.
Oh, yeah. Anything else from you there, Lightning?
Oh, wow, that doesn't give away anything, the name of it.
Another one shambled its way up from the back and literally smashes into Light. Does that hit you, girl? Oh, yes, it does. I need you to make a Constitution saving.
Oof.
Oh, nice. You succeed. So when it slams into you, and I'll take damage. It rolled crap damage too. But as it slams into you, you feel the sickness and sliminess, and you feel like something's trying to get a hold of you and suck the energy from you, but you shake it off. I'm checking to make sure, are you immune to that? Nope, okay. That sucks. The other one that's also near you disappears. Becomes semi-transparent, and it approaches and goes to the other side of Corum, reaches out a ghostly, almost there hand, and tries to touch Corum, but misses. Apparently I've got lightning in there twice. Let me get you out of the second. Go. That brings it to Corum.
Can I see this creature still, or is it?
You can see it. It's just like semi-translucent.
I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna stab it with the rapier. Since the rapier's magical, maybe it'll be able to affect it.
Okay.
No way to know until I try. What should I click on, Jason?
Just grab one of the other ones. I should check it.
So Corp's gonna
nice
flourish
hit.
the rapier around it right in the air there, and with a sharp stab try to affect it.
All right. Okay, so you see it, and let me give you, because you're up close to it. You see it, but it's like a dark purple outline of itself. It's there, you can see through it, but it's ghostly, but it's kind of like a ghostly purple. And you flourish the rapier and ram it home into it, and it screams as you hit it firmly.
Oh, nice.
Anything else from you, Corum?
Can I do like a free action shout to?
Sure.
The magical weapons seem to affect them when they're translucent. I'll end my turn.
Okay. And dash.
Am I pretty well hidden?
You're hidden, at least as far as you know. Grun didn't notice you.
It's perfect. Because that's exactly who I was aiming for. Advantage.
Yeah, there you go.
I will move 10 feet forward.
Okay.
And throw my dagger, my +1 dagger,
Okay.
at
Let's
this
see.
fine gentleman right there.
Alrighty. Why can't I click on it? I'm on the wrong layer. Your dagger slams into it, and its eyes trying to lock firmly on it. It roars in
As a
pain.
question, would I have advantage on that since if I'm hidden or not?
Yeah, you're hidden, so yes.
Should I
No,
roll
good.
again to see if I get a nat 20?
Yep.
Well, it was better, but not that much better.
Better, but not that much
And
better.
then, sneak attack. So 11 more damage, and then I will just use my movement to kindly. Oh, never mind. Is there a corner or anything I can kind of duck behind anywhere around here?
Not really where this place
Like
is.
anything behind?
At least not from the other ones from where you're at currently. And as his dagger flies into it, it actually screams and squalls in pain, just writhes in agony and falls to the floor.
In that case, I guess I'll step back a little bit further, and I guess I will use my bonus action to pull out my scimitar instead.
Okay. Well, guess it can't be his turn. He did. Bertra, hearing combat from where she's been standing guard, as far as she can get, unfortunately, enters the room and draws her weapons and gets ready for combat. Let's see. And he'll dash, or she'll dash, which will get her right there, but she can't attack. She can motion up, but she's there to help Corum.
Is Nalia in the turn order somewhere?
Yes. No. He was. Thank you for catching that.
She was just really surprised.
Yeah, there you go. Get her in there after lightning, but let me go ahead and get her action real quick. Nalia says, nope, not having this. He steps up. Block. Shift spell.
Flaming scimitar.
No, she's looking for something much more.
Remember, she's the druid.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping to find something better for her than that, but she was there. She can't get close enough to help, but she will cast Flame Blade on her weapon, so she has it up for next turn. Thank you for catching that, Brian. And back to Grun.
Okay. So now I get to actually hit something. So, a whole lot of people down here. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then... whack whack. Wow, I can hit something with an 11. How about that?
Nice.
Then bonus action with my hammering horn.
Okay. And you make a Constitution save.
I make a Constitution save. When I hit
Yep.
something, that makes sense. Okay.
No, it's got to make a save too to see if it stays standing. Oh, good. Pull its little. Come on. Oh! So you slash into it with your axe. You lean down and just rush to gore into it, slam into it, and it actually sets its feet and holds its ground against you and snarls at you, and you can feel the sliminess of it as you're hitting it with your horns on your head. You can feel the sliminess, and just for a second you feel and smell something foul and noxious about it. You feel just a wave of nausea, briefest of a second, and you snort, shake it off. Lightning.
Alright, so the ghosty goo in front of me is not actually in front of me, right?
No, yeah, that's
The square in front of me is
Yeah.
not actually in front of me.
fix those, yeah.
Sweet.
There we go. Let me get rid of that confusion. confusion.
In which case, cast command at the one that is still next to me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say north. So north on our map is just up, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, cool.
Monster stats here, so I can get a wisdom save for you. What's your spell DC?
It succeeds.
I thought so. It just shakes his head and grunts and kind of makes a funky gurgling sound at you, and you can actually see it has gills.
Gills, eh?
Yep.
Wait,
Now
I don't
you-
have destroy water. Darn it.
Now he steps forward, getting closer to this one, and using her flame blade, attacks it. Oh, nice. Seven points of damage and slashes it viciously. It screams, and you kind of distracted a little bit because it was focused kind of on you when you were trying to order it around. It didn't see her as it stepped in, and its eyes snap and it looks at her. And then it, not liking being attacked by anybody or anything, attempts to get Nalia. Misses. See, I love my monsters. Even though they could outright slaughter you if they really wanted to, they always miss. The semi-translucent one that's in front of you and between you and Bertra realizes what it's doing. I gotta check.
Is it literally in the square between us?
Yes, it is. It does something that you're not going to be prepared for, probably. Realizing that it's probably about to be killed, it literally dissolves, and you see, or Nalia and Lightning sees like we lost Grun there, the one that was damaged actually swell and heal and become more powerful.
Interesting.
Less than optimal.
And that brings us to Corum.
All right, seeing this one disappear, Corm's gonna make use of his mobile, and he's gonna run his way towards Grun. As he does,
Okay.
he's gonna slash that foe that's right
Okay.
there.
As he's passing around behind it. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And he'll continue on through to Grun.
Corum goes running around behind it, and his his rapier whirling in the air, and as he dashes by to Lightning, and now he sees him just slash it across its back. It roars in pain as he goes on by. Anything else?
That's it for right now.
Okay. Dash. Skulking in the corner.
Yes.
As all good rogues do.
Yeah, pretty much. Would it be possible for Dash to run up here, use his bonus action to pick up this dagger and just throw it at this guy?
Yes.
Sweet. That's what I'll do. I'll pick that dagger back up.
Okay.
And hopefully hit him.
You hope.
And I know it's gonna yell at me saying I don't have ammo.
That's okay. Nice.
And sneak attack, since I assume they're both there.
Yeah, they're both there. Let's count. So Dash, from the back of the group, some of you might see that, like corners of your eye. Dash comes running and does a running dive tumble, and as he on his hand snakes out and grabs the dagger, and it's back to his paws, flings the dagger at the zombie beside Nalia and Lightning, and then he moves off. The dagger sinks true and sticks into the zombie's side. Squalls and thing else out of Dash.
Now that's everything I got. Bonus and action, movement. So
Bertrand, not happy with the fact that what she had planned on destroying is no longer there, takes a foot and kicks it to make sure it's dead. Moves herself to here, where she can do some damage to the one by lighting Analia. Using a greatsword, she swings twice at it. Okay, overkill. Is it enough?
Don't forget her D4.
Yeah, I'll get that in just a sec. I don't think I'm going to need it though. Yep, not going to need it. She destroys it. And that brings it to the... Is he the last one left? He is! He goes... incorporeal. And attempts to move off. I will need opportunity attacks from Corum, Bertra, and Grunt. Got Bertra.
I'm sure Corm's gonna handle it.
Probably using Corum's token. Bertra's not actually trying to hit you, Corum. Now Bertra missed anyway.
Oh, I'm using the dead guys.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you hit.
So both Grun and Corum hit for a total of 24.
And no, for a total of 24.
Oh, okay.
Grun's axe goes through it and doesn't seem to affect it whatsoever. Your rapier causes the scream in pain and does damage as it continues to move off.
Interesting.
Bertra just whiffed. Grun, probably not happy.
No, he needs that rage going. I better move him away from Corum quickly. Can he see the creature that's incorporeal?
Yeah, you can see it. It's got when it's incorporeal, it's like transparent and kind of has it has like a purple hazy outline.
Show me which square it's in so I can move Grun to the...
Let me just do this. Put it back there since it's the only one left now.
Okay. Grun's gonna... Yeah, not sure why it didn't work with the axe, but like if Grun's got a dagger, maybe as he's moving, he's gonna... Oh shoot, no, he doesn't. He'll just try the axe again.
Okay.
He also has his face.
This time it worked. He also has his face.
Nice.
Crumples to the ground. I believe that's the last of them. Yes. We can clear combat.
Feel like we got lucky that time.
Okay, so you're out of combat. Yeah, I figured as much. Everybody will start recovering weapons or whatever they can.
Yeah, do we notice anything? What are these, gravestones or something? in there?
No, they're actually stone tablets.
Okay.
With something written on them.
I'll try to check it out and see what
Okay.
if I can read any of them.
You know, you can read it. It's written in common, or well, the letters are common anyway. It's mostly incoherent ramblings about unnamed gods and exalting their virtues and how they're going to unleash wrath upon the wrongdoers, and but it rambled. I mean, that's what you piece together as you read through a couple of them as you're looking around. You get like wrath and unleash, and gods will destroy the new gods and stuff like that. But it's all kind of a mishmash and doesn't make sense, and grammar is horrible, even more horrible than mine.
Okay. Is there any? Do we notice anything else of value, or that black object over here? Is that like a?
That's an altar. That they apparently maybe it was some kind of place of worship. Who all's looking at the tablets? I know Corum is.
Dash would be
Lightning
going to
will
check out the.
be
Sorry, go ahead,
Yeah.
Lightning.
Anybody that is, make an intelligence check.
intelligence instead of religion.
Yep. Oh, nice. Nice. Anybody else? So, Corum Lightning, one thing you notice kind of buried in amongst all the ramblings and things like that, one message seems to come out multiple times. That more or less reads, overcoming evil requires much wrong to us.
This is the second time we heard the wrong to us thing, right?
Yep. Put it in chat. Just can see
We
it.
also have it on a stone.
Yep, you have a stone that you all found that has wrong to us on it. Actually, wrong to us. I can't say it, so I'm kind of butchering it, but take wrong and right. Yeah, take wrong and righteousness and cram it together. I didn't write it. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Well, I'm just saying it, butchering it because I can't say it.
Also, do the fancy bodies react in any way to a drop of slime cube?
Slime.
From
Yeah.
other dungeons.
Oh, okay. Well, the slime cube seems to eat into the body a little bit, just like it would normal flesh.
I'm gonna check out this altar, see if there's anything that a spot for this tablet that we found, or anything like that.
There's not per se spots for the tablets, but you can see various carvings along it that all seem to have like an underwater theme to them. And I don't mean like ships and stuff like that. I mean like seaweeds and coral and things like that that you would associate, particularly that Grum would associate with things being, underwater or in the ocean.
Interesting.
Do I recall anything from any other tombs I've ever been in? Maybe a
Uh,
history check or something to see if I recognize
Okay.
something similar to this.
yeah, give me a roll. Let's see what you come up with. You rack your brain. The 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 carving style is reminiscent of some other cultures that you've studied or read through in the past. You've never quite seen the combination like this. I mean, the layout is very similar to any kind of like worship or altar. I mean, they all tend to follow similar patterns or very similar patterns. But this is not like an altar for Poseidon or one of the known water gods. Um, it's old, very old. You can tell that by the stone, feel of the stone, the look of the stone. But the pattern, the shaping, is unfamiliar to you.
Okay. I'll take a piece of paper out of my cartographer's kit and
Mhm.
just do my best to draw
Sketch it
the
out.
altar. And
Okay.
also, as we're going through this, if you let me, since I have proficiency with cartographer's tools, can I just make a map as we're going,
Yeah.
just to
Yes.
keep track and
Yes.
whatnot?
So Dash kind of signals he wants to, sketch it, and you see him take out the paper and start sketching. It'll take him a good 15, 20 minutes, to go around the altar and get all the sides sketched out and laid out. So during that time, the rest of you have a chance to kind of investigate around the room and see what else is going on.
I'll see if I see anything on like the bodies of the creatures, but just being careful and cautious.
Okay. The creatures have a very, you noticed it when you were fighting them. Dash is rapidly moving and looking at all sides. You noticed it while you were fighting them. They have a very nasty smell to them. And their whole bodies are coated in kind of a slime that just doesn't look healthy. They don't have any clothing per se on them.
Okay.
They have kind of like three eyes, or what would probably have been three eyes, and like their mouth looks more like gills. So it looks like whatever kind of creature these were in life must have been some kind of underwater creature or undersea creature. Though there doesn't seem to be any access to the sea here other than through the entrance you came in.
That's interesting. Can I'll just kind of start doing the perimeter. Grun
Okay.
will do the same, just to see if there's maybe something we missed or another
Okay.
way out or something like that.
Give me an investigation check or a perception checks, whichever's better.
Do an investigation for me and a perception for
Run.
yeah.
Okay. So it takes the two of you a little bit of time going, doing the tappy tappy, click click, and looking at the wall. The walls here, they're not completely finished stone, but you can tell they're work stone. They've been worked. But it's all rough. The ground that you're walking upon is really more sand than anything else. Though there is obviously stone underneath it, but you can tell there's sand that's been just washed up in here. You're not like walking on dirt or packed mud. You're walking on sand over stone. So at some point, someone brought sand in here to create this or to work on this. So, but you don't find any other entrances other than the one that you came through. I know there is no traps in here that you can detect.
Would Grun be able to kind of discern anything about whether this is below sea level and that this place might flood here pretty soon if the tide rises? Or anything?
Grun knows that you're under sea level. He can tell you without a doubt. You all can pretty much tell it too. Dash would definitely be aware of it. That the entry tunnel that you came in dropped down as you came in the tunnel and went well, because the cave entrance or the entrance wasn't too far, about 5 or 6 foot above the shore when you entered it. But you also know from the entryway that entrance is right above the high tide mark. So it might flood here, but it would have to be a really high tide, an unusually high tide for it to flood. Unless there's a way to let water in elsewhere that you're not aware of.
Yeah, that way is the way that I'm most worried about.
Also, out of curiosity, is there any spot on this altar that looks little stone that we have could fit?
No. Talking about the one that says wrong to us?
Wrong twist or
Yeah.
wrong twistness?
No, there is no place that looks like it'll fit. Nor is there any reference to that term or that phrase in on the altar.
Do we want to grab one of these tablets, or does that seem like a horrible idea?
I'm all for it.
What
Let's
about
puzzle
this?
this thing out.
What about this
Dash is gonna
wall?
put his finger to his nose.
What's
as in
that
not
wall?
it.
Is there any like pocket that a tablet or the rook could fit?
Nope. Nope. And the tablets aren't made of the same kind of stone that this is carved out of either.
Well, time to start flipping tablets.
Are the tablets pretty light, easy to pick up? Could we, my OCD is wanting me to kind of organize them into one pile or something or put them on the altar.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, they're not. I mean, no heavier than any stone tablet the size of a small spell book, or not small, a large size spell book or tome. Where are you wanting to put them at?
I was going to stack them neatly at the, on the top of the altar once Dash is done drawing it out.
I think Dash is done by now. He definitely moved away from it too once you started touching stuff. Like a brave rogue, he is hiding now around the corner, letting you do all the work.
Well, I don't know, something about the tablet saying they require, or something required much raunciousness. I was like, all right, well, maybe if we put all this rauncous tablets on it.
Takes a little bit of time. I mean, they're not heavy. It just takes time to collect all of them up and stack them on the altar. I didn't bother to rearrange them all so they're all facing the same direction. I assume you did. I just didn't bother fix them on the map that way.
No, it's fine. Shit, guys, any other clues? Anything else that you think that could be useful?
I'm
got
gonna
nothing.
be completely honest with you, Corum. I really just want to break down some of these walls.
Or do you think there'd be any value in trying to bring these tablets with us to that other room where lightning spell figured out that we'd get trapped in there?
I mean, it's possible. I'm thinking that maybe something happened. You know, these creatures look like fish, and like fish out of water. And I'm thinking, what if it needs to be underwater or something like that in order to work? I don't know.
If that's the case, I need to take a rest before I can make any water.
I was thinking, didn't we pass? I'm trying to remember if we passed like a pool or something that was in this cavern.
But I do have a flask if we just want to pour some water on it. I think the nearest body of water was actually outside the door.
Jason, is this altar like? I mean, is it heavy? Like, what is it made out of? Is it this?
It's made out of the same stone. It's actually carved out of this. If you spend any time and you probably even as you're moving stuff around, because the sand's not that thick, it's just enough to cover the stone floor. It's actually carved out of the same rock that the thing. It's physically a part of the room.
Oh, well, scratch that idea. All right, well, let's keep looking. Maybe there's something we missed in this cavern on the way here.
I think the only other thing that we haven't really found was kind of just heading back the way we came and trying to look at that trap that's probably going to lock us in. Do you want to carry some of these tablets with us? Head back up there? we're just leaving behind.
Okay, Lightning grabs a tablet.
I nominate Grun and Bertra
And Nalia,
and Nalia.
they all carry it.
So Grunt and Bertra just kind of shrug. Bertra just shrugs and goes there and just picks up an armful of them and starts carrying them. Grunt looks at you and just kind of gives a shake of his head, like, really? And he grabs like 2 or 3 of them and starts carrying them.
All right.
Well, if they're carrying that many, Lightning has to carry easily twice that. I think this whole campaign has already taught us that she's the strongest. Right? Okay. Start heading our way back.
Do I need to
Unless
make a
anyone has any.
strength check to just heave the rest?
No. There's only like 8 or 9 tablets. So between the Grunt and Birch already have the lion's share. There's a couple left on the altar. No pun intended when I said the lion's share.
See what you did.
I will leave Bertra where she's at and move her whenever we get closer to where you're going to stop moving at.
What's the significance of the S?
That was to show the secret door.
That's the secret door.
That's the one that'll trap us if we go in it?
No,
That's
no,
what
that-
got us here.
That's north of here. That secret door was blocking where we just went into.
The trap room is labeled with a bunch of white and pink squares.
Still?
Yes. See? See?
that is some. I couldn't find decent graphics for that. That's actually just timbers and stuff that was used apparently whenever they were digging all this out.
Okay. I was just curious.
I'm going to put Nadia and Bertra right there in the hallway. There we go.
So the nature of this trap, currently it's open. We could walk in it, correct?
Correct.
But we
based
have an
on
inkling-
based on what Lightning learned when she cast the spell, that entering the room somehow would cause a door to slam shut and trap you in the room. Now there is another door, and you can see about looking into the room because you can see in the room. There's another door there, and if you look at that large, long pink line across the top of there that someone's already drawn, there's actually a door there.
All right.
Closed or open?
Now, unlike the rest of the tomb, this area is all nicely carved, carefully carved and finished stone. And Lightning, you know that ping with here. I want to put all these defaults back to ping or being there where Dash is blowing up at. That wall there contains the door that would close.
All right, guys.
Do we want to unseen serpent this, or do you want? Otherwise, I can head over towards that door and just.
It's
my-
insubstantial. I think that we should all go, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
If we think this is going to close, how quickly will it close? Will just one of us get trapped in there and the others left behind, or
Well,
will?
First things first, I want to try something. And Lightning just tosses all of their tablets into the room.
Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to fetch the tablets.
Nice.
On a
Sorry.
side note, Grun, Bertra, do you think you if this door starts closing, you could potentially try to keep it open so we don't get stuck in there?
I was just thinking that yeah, we could grab something. I was thinking that heavy altar, or we just passed some timbers and stuff. Maybe we could kind of wedge the door, like you're saying.
I like the timbers. I think that altar was kind of attached to that room.
Yeah, found that found that out, but that was my idea. All right, yeah, I'm with it.
Okay, so you throw the tablets down in the room. A couple of them chip and crack, break, but they chip and crack around the edges. They don't do anything. Nothing seems to happen.
All right.
That's why we can't
so
have nice things, lightning.
Maybe the trap senses heartbeats. You do have a heartbeat, don't you, guys?
No, I've been undead for years.
What? Wait, no, you haven't. You don't flee when I do the turn undead thing.
I'm gonna
Down
try to
dash
lie.
in that tomb, that very first tomb. Remember, lightning.
Damn it. I'm gonna stick with it. Clearly, I'm undead.
And as he's saying this, you can see, because you know what to look for in Tabaxi physiology, you can see his heart beating in a vein, or an artery that's very close to his skin.
Gron, Bertra, go grab some timbers. Let's wedge it in this area here. And
Carry
guys, I
this.
think we should go for
Carry
it.
the rock tablets. Carry this. Carry that. Who do you think you are, Corum? Says Grunt as he stomps off.
Would you rather me carry the timbers, Grun? Need the tiny cat to show you up?
Whatever.
Man, and I thought he was supposed to be the strong one. I whispered Corum, kind of loud.
So it takes Grunt and Bertra a few minutes, and they return with a couple sets of the rough timber for you. Where do you want them?
Right here.
And Grunt,
Between-
just being Grunt, just drops it on the ground. There you go.
No, we need to wedge it so that we don't end up being squished and caged in the room.
Oh! You want me to build a brace? And it's at this
Yes.
point that you all remember that he's actually a shipwright and knows how to do this.
Yes, that's the word.
So Grunt rummages around, enlists Bertra's aid and a couple of your all's aid, and he begins wedging a timber in place there. Give me a. I need to see how well he does this. I gotta move my sheet so I can get the Grunt sheet. There we go. Stat block. Okay.
Can one of us try to help him as an assistant?
You sure can. I'm looking at what his stat is. It's comparable to what he does. Okay, definitely not in that one.
I know too many carpenters for it to be an intelligence check.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's definitely wouldn't be that anyway with Grun. I'm going to use athletics for him. Just it seems somewhat appropriate. So it takes him a little bit of time. Not like he's struggling to do it, just to get the timber arranged. And he actually gets it up. He has Bertra hold it up above, and fashions some wedges out of some other stuff and uses the butt of his axe and a hammer that he produces out of a pack and wedges it well above and in such a way that the door, it's about head height. Bertra would have to duck under it. The rest of y'all could probably walk under it relatively comfortably without ducking. But it goes across the thing and it actually spans across the doorway. He goes, hopefully that'll hold. The wood's kind of rotten. It should hold.
It's no time like the present to test it out. Corum, just on a whim, will go in there.
Okay. So as you enter the room,
Seeing him step forward, Dash will try to go with him.
okay. Grun and Bertra just kind of stand at the doorway like,
Come on, quickly. Oh,
Bertra.
Grun
we're
won't want to be showed up by Corum, so he's going to.
yeah, he comes in, and now you also steps in the room. Now, as you come into the room, a couple of things that we need to point out to you just to refresh your memory, because when you was in here before, the room it's circular. Like I said, this workstone. The doorway that you came through is actually an arched doorway. Of course, now it's got this brace going across to about head height. There are 2 piles of stone in the room, loose stones. And they're roughly about the size of your fist, and they appear to be smooth on both sides, except for one side has something carved into it. On the far north of the room is a wide door, same kind of archway as the one you just came through, only it has a slot in the wall next to the door.
Is it roughly stone shaped?
Yes. If you turn the stone on its side, one of those stones should fit nicely into it.
Oh, I actually meant the little hand stone.
Well, actually, that stone would fit too because it's the exact same size as the ones in the floor.
Ooh. Are any of them? Do any of them look different from the others, or are they all pretty much the exact same?
The stones? Are you going through the stones on the floor?
Yeah. Well,
Okay. I'll just make sure I understand what you're doing. The stones, as you guys examine and look at them, because you all kind of stand around there, are roughly the same size as the stone that you all found earlier, and it has on one side on every one of the stones is the word "wrongtuous" is carved.
every single one. There's not
Every
like
single
that's
one.
righteous? Okay.
Can we fit the tablets in there?
And where?
The stone? We're looking at the tablets, you mean, the wrong choice ones.
No,
No.
the pile of stones like the Grun's standing on, the Dash is standing beside,
Yeah.
has wrongtuous written on one side of them. They're just about a fist-size stone, kind of round, about maybe an inch and a half wide, with wrongtuous carved in one side.
Interesting.
I have a feeling we should carry as many of these with us as possible.
What's this pedestal looking thing over here?
That's actually where I did. That's actually my denotation of that's where the slot is at. There's a slot in the wall right there. That's about the size of one of the stones.
I'm getting it. So these tablets mean jack crap, but the stones are what we need. But the tablets are basically telling us to use these stones. All right.
Then we leave the tablets here, and then we get all the way to the end, and then we find out the tablets are the key to everything.
All right, let's bring the tablets too.
So are you having Grun and Bertram pick the tablets back up?
I would say so. Gorm's going to start picking up stones and putting them in this device.
Okay.
Don't put them all in there yet.
Everybody stop.
Grab.
Everybody stop. When Corum slides the first one into the stone, there is a brilliant flash of light. I need everyone to make a Constitution check.
Save or check?
Check.
Sorry, I didn't realize my mute was off, by the way.
That's okay.
Also, whoever's kid that is your kid okay?
He's got the hiccups. And he came downstairs to let me know he had the hiccups, so I told him to go. Both my kids, like, whenever they start laughing or playing too much, they'll get the hiccups so bad until it's something about their diaphragm stays open. And I don't know. As long as they have like a little bit of milk right away, it shuts it automatically.
Okay.
Let's see. Who rolled below? Did you roll one for Grun? Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, he got a 16.
If you rolled below a 10, which would be now, yeah, you are now blind. Who else failed that check? Dash of luck.
Yeah.
I think we're missing Marcus. I mean, Bertra.
Yep, you're right. Thought I was missing someone. I got it.
Dash is now angrily glaring at where he thinks Corum is.
Yeah. The room, flashlight goes off. You are now blind. At the same time, I gotta make a roll here.
Note, right now Dash is complaining and bitching and moaning about damn people who set off traps.
Oh no. Lightning, from where you're at, you see the door that Grun braced start to shut, and you see the timber start to bow at an alarming rate, actually starting to bend and break.
Lightning, what are you doing out there?
So what I'm going to do, just so we have an idea that that's going on, it's on this layer. Yeah.
I'm just gonna yeet myself back in.
I'm going to block it part way. Get off this layer. Would help to have it on the token layer with you guys. There we go. I'm going to push it part way.
Your blind token even looks mad, Dash.
Oh, that's the right attitude. It was actually perfect timing because as you're saying it, I'm like, wait, before you do that, and he's like, nope, stop. I was like, damn it.
By the way, everyone that's a spellcaster, that light, radiant. You hear two things happen. One, a stone falls from the ceiling, clatters to the ground. Two, a shadowy guardian or spectral-looking ghost knight appears standing right next to Grun. Roll initiative.
For the record, that is some badass rolls from everyone who's actually here.
Yeah, let's see. Let's hope you're.
The right path needs a lot of wrong choice. Why
Yeah,
didn't
but
you just...
the crappy part about going first is we don't know if this is a good or bad guy.
Why didn't you just immediately use the one that Dash picked up from the dead guy?
They're
There's
all
a
wrong.
bunch of holes. They all say wrongciousness.
Also, what guy are you talking about? I can't see anything because Corum blinded me.
Well,
How do you know it was Corum then?
Because I saw you putting in there and I was yelling you not to do it, and then all of a sudden everything blinded me. You set off a trap.
How was I supposed to know?
Because I told you there was traps everywhere.
See, I love this because this is actually how a party would be doing this.
Yeah,
Damn it,
okay.
Corum!
Dash.
The door's closing, the brace is failing, and now there's a mean green guy in front of us.
Initiative, and I need Bertra. Okay. Is everybody in there now? Looks like it. Okay. Corum, you're up.
All right, I need a little bit more info. So,
yeah,
Corum's
so-
going to approach. He's going to have his weapon out, but he's kind of questioning before he just tries to plunge a rapier into some
Okay.
random thing.
And from your perspective, what happens is you drop this coin, this token into the slot. When you do, there's this flash of light. Dash starts bitching and moaning because he can't see. Naya's going, where'd everybody go? Where'd everybody go? And then Grun's like, oh crap! And you turn on to see this glowing, green-looking knight there.
What's your intentions here? Corum says, rapier in hand.
It turns to you and says, wrong, Chewis.
That's enough. I'm sick of wrongchus. I'm gonna stab that thing.
Stabbing me with what, your rapier?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm reading the reading the screen. Make sure I got everything right in my head. So
Paladin of wrongchiousness.
So you stab into it, 16, and your rapier hits it, though it's kind of incorporeal at the same time, so it kind of goes through it at the same time, and Grun has to kind of like sidestep. It's like, oh, Corum!
It was a little less squishy than I thought.
Dash, what are you doing?
So it sounds like from what everyone's been yelling, I can tell that the door we came from is closing. The door that we're trying to go through is closed. And there's somebody in here now?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And actually, I'm going to do this to you.
Take away my invisibility? Perfect.
For those of you that can't see Dash's screen, I literally just took his sight away. He can see nothing.
10 feet to the left and 5 feet forward, Dash.
I'm going to keep trying to put stones in that pedestal.
Okay.
So I was scooping up some stones, so I imagine I have a couple in my hands. But
give me a 1d10 roll.
Okay.
See how many you got in your hand. So you got 4 because you had the one you were carrying too.
Yeah. Although to be fair, that one I think is in my bag. I haven't taken it out.
Yeah,
So
which
I'll
is
take, like,
you
3.
got 4. You got 4 on you, say.
Perfect, and then I'll try to walk towards that pedestal. Do you just want me to move my character where I think that pedestal is? Or?
Yep. Let's go. And give me a perception check. Don't worry about the advantage disadvantage. I'll adjust the DC myself to see how you do here.
Oh, I can tell you exactly how horrible this is going to go.
Yeah. So you're patting the wall down, but you can't find the slot as you move over there. You know you're close, but you can't find the slot. And Lightning, you're up.
Well, first an immediate thought is thaumaturgy on the door.
Okay.
Try to keep this thing open.
Okay. So you're trying to hold the door open.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy, okay. Anything else?
That's really all I can do because
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Nalia's like, what's going on? And then that was radiant light. She kind of screams out to everybody. And then, what's going on? All she can say, but she's going to hold an action. I won't say what she's holding. Grun.
Grun 2 is a little bit confused. He's going to take his axe out, but he's going to hold his action to wait and see if he sees any hostile activity from this creature.
Okay. The creature turns toward Corum. And I need you to make
Holy crap.
2 wisdom saving throws, please. Crap. You are now afraid of it, Corum. Because it just knocked the hell out of you.
Yeah, no doubt.
You want when on your turn, you're going to want to get as far away from this thing as you can.
But isn't his speed reduced to 0 in this?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh.
And Bertra's like, huh? What? Oh! She comes over. Tries to make 2 great sword attacks against it. And both attacks seem to hit home. And it does seem to react to the damage, but Bertrand seems a little concerned that it didn't do as much damage as she expected it to do.
Can Grun use his attacks now, since this thing definitely appears to be?
Yes. Yes, give me the action that Grun held.
Grun is going to use his battle axe. He's got a shield in one hand. I was hitting versatile before, but...
Right, okay. Nice. So you swing at it, ooh. And it tries to duck and weave Grun, but Grun anticipates the attack and slashes into it viciously with his axe, Nalia, who is she got? Can't do what I had held for her, but I see what she's going to try to do on her next turn. Okay, so that brings it around to Corum. Corum, this thing is, you are terrified of it. You are rooted in place. Give me another save. It's your turn.
That should do pretty good.
Yeah, you're no longer afraid of it, and you can move.
Okay, I can move and I can have a bonus action, right? Or no?
Yeah. No bonus action.
Oh, no bonus action, just...
No bonus action. You kind of lost that when you were shaking off, because you were shaking in your boots.
Yeah, I agree. I'm scared to move unless I made an attack on it, though. So I'm going to stay right there, just kind of sandwich it in, provide support.
Okay.
Dash, don't put any more crystals in yet. We haven't finished killing this thing. It's just took a chunk out of me.
Dash, give me another check. See if you can find the slot. And I need a save from you too, to see if you can get your vision.
Constitution?
Yeah, Constitution.
Okay, so you need a perception first, then Constitution.
Yep. You find the slot. And just as you find the slot, the darkness starts to become gray, and you begin to get your vision back. You're still at disadvantage for the rest of this turn, but next turn comes around, you'll have your vision back.
I will hold off on putting anything else in the slot since Corum's yelling about it.
Okay.
Can I take a dagger and just whip it at the spectral thing and just be like, fine.
Yes, but you're going to be at disadvantage because not only is Corum in the way, but everything's still wavy and blurry. Forgot to check.
It's okay, I only have like one hit point. Throw that dagger at me.
Hold on, I was gonna say, can I tell that it's Corum in the way? Because if I can see something.
No, it's just something blurry in that general direction.
Well, I already said it, so. Disadvantage.
Say it, don't roll a one.
Make sure you duck. Just make sure you duck.
I'm reminded of the Sarlacc pit in Star Wars. Oh, at disadvantage, you roll a 16 with your magic dagger. Wow.
I was really hoping that I didn't roll poorly because I was going to always throw the magic dagger, and a little more damage to Corum would probably be unpleasant for him.
I just keep seeing Han hanging over the Sarlacc pit. Give me the blaster, and Chewie go, but you're blind!
Yeah, I was picturing something similar.
Plus 4 damage of sneak attack.
Got that.
I'm just going to yell out, fine, freaking kill it.
Brings it to lightning.
Haha. I'm gonna actually do the clerical thing.
Oh, okay.
Or not.
Or not. Corum, you get 3 hit points back, bud.
Oh, thank you.
Better than nothing. And then gonna continue thaumaturgying the door.
Okay.
This is a door.
Nalia, who still can't see any. Let me see if she rolled a horrible in the last check. I rolled it in the wrong spot, but I rolled it for her. Still can't see. Has an action ready. She yells out, "Is anybody hurt? I can't see. Come to me." That brings it to Grun.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. Grun's gonna go full offense on this creature.
Okay.
So he's gonna do. Can he rage first?
Yeah.
Right. I'm just trying to click the. There you go. Clicks his. He uses his rage. Rah! And then he's going to battle axe it.
Okay. Oh, nice done. Nice done. It hacks deep in this thing. It yells and it seems to be in some kind of pain. It's not looking too great either. Anything else at a Grun?
That's it for Grun for right now.
Okay. It walks through Grun to the other side. Literally walks through him. Yep. You missed as it moves through, and we get one for Bertra. Bertra missed as well. Gets the other side of Grun. Lashes out at him twice. I think both of those hit him. No.
One.
Yeah.
One is a glance, and the other one's a hit.
Yeah. So 2, 7, 1.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Make the saves. Grun just turns and goes, "Not afraid of you!" Bertra. To me, Bertra is not happy about the situation. She steps between you and the other side of Grun. Actually, no. She would step over here to defend Nalia to make sure I could get at Nalia. And Bertra will do the same thing. Bertra.
Oh, nice.
Pilot, okay. Bertra hits twice. Oh no, hits once. Again, it doesn't do the damage she expects it to do. Now, as we move into the third round, you hear the click and clatter of another stone falling from the ceiling. Also,
Oh, this isn't good.
it brings it around to Cora.
Can I tell where the stone is falling?
It fell right into the middle of the floor.
Okay.
It's right here.
Corm's gonna. Shit. Corm's gonna use bonus action to heal himself with Healing Word.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. 7 hit points to himself, and then
Got
he's
it.
going to attempt to stab this creature one more time,
Okay.
surrounding it. Oh,
Miss it.
misses. All right, since he missed that attack, he's going to backpedal and go back to here, not provoking attacks of opportunity unless it has a skill.
Okay.
Just as part of the mobile feat, he can move 50 feet around. By the way,
Right,
Corm
right.
does, and he's got that mobile feat to.
Okay, Dash. You see this spectral thing harrying the party. You're standing by the wall holding 4 stones as your vision finally clears. You realize your dagger is laying on the floor, but it must have hit or something. It's just laying on the floor.
So we heard a stone fall when
Yes.
we put that in.
No, when you put it in, at
Sorry,
a
good.
few seconds ago, another stone fell. There's now 2 or 3 of them laying on the ground.
Oh, can I tell? Whoops. Did I actually need to move there? Wow, I was actually pretty close to where that altar was.
Yeah, you were.
Can I tell where the stones fell? I mean,
Yeah, it's right. You can see it. It's right there in the middle of the floor. I just don't have a marker for it.
Okay. Can I
Here, I'll
run
put
over
one.
there and check what's on those
Sure.
stones? If it also says wrongtuous or
Yep.
something else.
So you go over there, and as you most of your action to go over and do that, but the stone the 2 or 3 stones laying on the floor that's fallen during the combat so far has the words "Wrongtuous" written on it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will grab some more stones and actually head back to the altar and
Okay.
tell him, hey, I'm gonna start dropping these in
Okay.
on the next action. Since I'm...
You got enough time to when you go back if you want to drop a stone this turn.
You know what? I'm gonna drop a stone. We'll see what happens.
Okay. As soon as you drop the stone, there's a burst of light across the room. Everyone make Constitution save.
It was too late for Corum to close his eyes, right?
Yep.
And it's radiant damage. It wouldn't really matter, my dude.
Yeah. And the monster actually screams.
I'm sorry, this was a check, not a saving throw.
Yeah, well, you can do check or save. I'm not going to be picky.
Oh, I accidentally rolled that at disadvantage, so it'd be a 13.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll it.
No, 8 was the first one, dude. You can hover over it.
Oh, no, that's a good point.
Yep. Okay, so you're blind again.
Perfect. I don't want to see anyways. Seeing is for rich people.
I'm just gonna mark your token this time. Since you found what you're looking for.
Yeah, that was
By the way,
pretty dang good, by the way, Dash. You moved your thing right next to it.
Did anybody else fail? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't roll for
Corum
Bertra. Corum failed?
Yeah, Grunt succeeded, but Corum failed.
Then Corum's blind.
You cannot do radiant damage to lightning. It's not allowed.
Not allowed.
By the way, as that went off, as soon as it goes off, I'm like, damn it, sorry, I'm just agitated, my bad.
Bertra's fine. Gotta move Bertra to get to Nalia. But don't matter, Nalia's still blind. Okay. Corum can't see, can he?
Nope, he's blind.
Lightning can see. There's another one. It's behind Dash. But oh no, one hit you. Make a wisdom save, Dash.
In this edition, do we lose dex base AC when we're blinded?
I'm not going to account for it.
Okay.
You are rooted in fear to the floor, Dash.
Sweet.
And you are badly hurt.
Oh yeah.
Lightning, you now see there are 2 of them. One that a group has cornered, and one that's basically come up behind Dash and ripped viciously into Dash's back.
Dash, get 5 back.
Okay.
Yeet!
Which one did you hit with that?
The one behind Dash. Trying to
Behind
throw
Dash,
Tigra.
okay. Dex saving throw of 12.
Come to me, not the blind bugger.
Oh, and he fails it.
Nice.
He takes the full.
Can we
6.
stop putting in rocks until we've dealt with all of the beasties in the room? And I'm gonna wedge myself in the door.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I am the door.
Timber is not doing so well.
Nalia, get out of there! Get in here!
No, I
Lightning.
am.
Oh, that's right. Corum's blind. He would not see it.
He would not see it. You're standing in what a little bit of gap is left in the door because it's almost shut. The timber is like almost bowed to the ground.
Because I'm just trying to keep it open by sheer force of aggression.
Right. That brings it to Nalia, who I need to make a save for to see if maybe she can get her vision back this turn. That would be really good. Oh, thank God. Naya blinking blearily. Bertram for a second. Bertram, my way. Blinks blearily, looks around. Huh? What's going on? Grun, you don't look so good. So why don't I have spells? Again, I'm on Bertra's token and not Nalia's.
Welcome to reality,
Grun gets 4 hit points back. And that brings it to Gun's turn.
Grun's still in his rage. He's gonna try to finish this creature off.
Okay. Oh, yes.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one. He slashes into it. It's not looking good. Its form is kind of wavery.
He's gonna hammering horns it. Oh, crit!
Oh! Oh! Except for he hits the wall behind it.
Oh, because it's incorporeal. All right. He puts a definite dent in that wall.
Oh yeah, there's chips in the wall, and one of the stone, because like this finished stone, one of the blocks actually cracks.
Can he do kind of like a quick perception check just to notice the other guys in the room, or is that automatic?
No, because of his rage. No, he's focused on this one thing.
Gotcha.
You sure
If it wasn't for his rage, he could, but he's laser focused on this one that he's now standing in the middle of.
Got it.
Okay, anything else from Grun?
Nope, that's it.
The Spectral Guardian is not happy with Mr. Grun. Could imagine why.
Oh
And
my
lashes
god!
Into him.
And it's me who kills Grun? This isn't cool.
Oh crap! Okay, well only one of those hit him, but
So at least, luckily, he just dropped.
yeah, he just dropped. He's unconscious on the ground.
He hasn't taken any deaths, any failed death saves or
No,
anything like that.
no, he's just on the ground unconscious with this thing over top of him.
Does he wait till his turn to get a save?
Yes.
Okay.
Bertra, however, says no, 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 no. This is not happening. Bertra lashes at it with her great sword. Oh, and she actually as her second slash of the greatsword hits into it, or her second greatsword hits it, it dissipates into a mist and disappears. I'm going to move it just off the map so we know that it's not there anymore, so I can see Grun. And there's a clatter and a clink on the ground as another stone falls from the ceiling. And you hear this, Corum. Even though you're blind, make a save, Constitution save. You have your sight back, Corum, but you're disadvantaged the rest of this turn, but you'll get your sight back this turn, completely back.
Corum's just gonna do his Corum thing. He's gonna run down here, attack this guy with booming blade.
Okay.
Oh wait, is this my action or no? Is sight back a kind of a free action thing?
Sight back's a free action thing. It's just you're going to be disadvantaged for your attacks. It's blurry. Oh, there you go.
Critical success!
On
Holy
the spell.
shit!
Oh wow. So let's see. That does
So it would normally do nothing. It does no extra damage. So it does 10 piercing damage. Is all the normal attack does. But if it moves, instead of doing 1d8, it would do 2d8.
Right.
That's it. And then Korum's going to continue on, and he's going to hurl some insults. What? Trying to goad the guy to come to him.
Wow! It turns and looks at you. It can't move. You just see what happens on its turn. It's not its turn yet. But you definitely have its attention.
I like it.
Dash, there's a huge commotion behind you, and you still feel something behind you, though you can't see anything. And you're rooted in fear. So can you make a wisdom save and a con save? You're still blind, and you're still not moving, so you're not done jack this turn. Other than maybe a free action.
Just a lot of whimpering.
It steps away from you, so it's going to take the d8. Yep, thank you. As you do have its attack with a crit on that, it's going to come at you. Actually, it comes right up into your space. I mean, it's literally right there face to face with you, and then it... The second one hit you, didn't it?
Ouch. Yep. Second one hits me.
You're back. It's actually, it's like I said, it's right there, right up next to you.
Oh, and Korum's terrified again.
Oh! And shaking in your boots. Great. Okay. Lightning, trying to hold the door open by your force of anger.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
You see,
oh
Grunt,
dear. Oh dear.
from your point of view, you can probably see through Nalia and Bertra's legs that Grunt is on the floor, maybe dying. Rand is shaking in his boots. So is Korum is shaking his boots. So is Dash. And Korum is toe to toe, literally toe to toe with.
I don't have any second level spell slots. Korum get 4.
No, Korum get 8.
Korum get 8.
Yes, look at your spell effect.
Nice. Thank you.
Tonight, the ebb and flow of Eldarin's in your favor. The token so I can get to your 8 and get it on your body.
Ah.
It's 8. Okay. Nalia can't see now. Nalia goes to Bertra. She goes to Grun. Spells. Oh, go ahead. You can do that. She's just gonna put healing on Grun and get Grun back up to, so Grun doesn't die. And
Oh my god, you had to jinx us, Jason.
oh no! So as you fling the bolt out, you just feel the ebb and flow as the magic ebbs away from your eyes. Oh crap! I mistimed this, and you just see the fireball go about halfway and just sputter out.
Get out of there, lightning!
I'm keeping our entry and exit open.
Grun.
Go
ahead.
you got that bonus too, didn't she? Spell increased by 1.
Yes, she did. You're right. Which means
Grun is gonna trust in his allies.
yeah, Grun wakes up. He's on the floor going, "How'd I get down here?"
I'm not on mute, sweetheart. You can't say that. Don't say the F word on the internet. Hey Jason, can you move Gorm? Or never mind, I can move Gorm for a second.
You can leave him out there. I mean, I know he's in the same space as that thing.
Now, if he's in the same space, can Grun effectively hit him or no? Target.
It's going to be difficult for Grun to hit him, so put Grun's attack at disadvantage. Plus the fact that Grun just woke up from being cold cocked on the floor.
All right, I'll roll it twice for him.
That's fine.
Nice.
Actually, you hit, so Grun hit it. Okay, that's probably all Grun can do, right?
Yeah, he's not going to Goring rush it with the Corum right in that spot.
That one's dead. Bertra follows behind, knowing he can't do anything to help. Bertra will go there. There. Try to use her great swords. Oh, one of them hit. No, both of them hit. And there is a click and a clatter as another stone falls from the ceiling. Corum. You're not going to like this. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Save or check?
Save.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. You take 14 points of damage.
Oh! And I'm still feared, right? Or no?
Yes, you are.
Do I make a wisdom save or wisdom check?
You make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, I'm doing really good.
Yeah, Corum is not looking good. What's happened here? When Corum, it starts his turn. You start your turn in its space because that's why it purposely moved to you like that.
Okay.
You gotta make the save there, which you didn't, and you actually feel the pinprick pains of necrotic flesh as your flesh begins to rot.
Get this Dementor off me!
Dash. You can't
Dash
see and
bubbles
you're
back.
afraid.
What the hell is a Dementor?
I need a con and a wisdom save from you to see if you can shake either one of these. No, you're still afraid.
I am so terrified. I just got
You can
two
see now, though.
at ones in a row for the wisdom save, though. Last
You
one was
can see now, though.
Yeah, now I can see my terror.
Yeah. But you can't move, so. This thing will attack Corum. I'm gonna move it off to the side. Actually, no. It's not afraid of Corum because he knows it's terrified. It's gonna attack Bertra. And only one of those hit. Okay.
Well, I like this. Rolls of 1.
Since we're back to the doorway, you need to make a dex save. Or lightning.
Alright.
Roll me a d6. You managed to roll out of the way. The question is which way did you roll? You rolled right, so you rolled into the room. You are there. And the door is completely shut. Well,
Failed to keep the door open.
I shouldn't say completely shut. It's not shut all the way, but there's timber jammed in the other piece of the hole. So what are you doing? Because that was just a reaction to get out of the way. You realize it's coming and you move.
Guidance on dash, so he's stopped quaking in his boots.
Oh, touch. You gotta wait.
Yep, you got a touch. That's a touch. You have to get over there to him. Oh,
You can do
perfect. You can do it.
And then just smack him upside the head. Snap out of it, you loon.
Okay, so the next roll you can add an extra D4 there. Dash.
See if it helps. If I roll another 1, I don't think it will.
Okay, we gotta check now your sheet. See how many spell slots she's got left here. Because I've been having her spam her healing word spell for you guys. As soon as it lets me. Any day now. It's always fun whenever the Roll20 slows down for the DM. Ah, there we go. She spells.
Are you guys getting any feedback on my mic? I see me occasionally blink when Jason talks, but I just want to make sure for recording.
Not on my end. You sound good.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any feedback on mine either. And she's actually got room to do it, so she's going to cast a healing word at Grun. Really?
Nice. With the lowest roll.
Yeah.
But doubled. So that's...
Well, this... Yeah. She cast it at level 2. But...
So,
So level 3 then?
Yeah.
Damn. Wow, this ebb and flow has really been working for us.
you know, it hasn't. It hasn't. Like at first, I really hated it. I had decided to turn my bard into like just a straight melee bard, and then Jason adjusted it a little bit, and I think it's very fair, and I think it actually adds some coolness to the campaign.
Okay, Grun feels a surge as wounds knit back together, and he's standing next to this thing. He's not afraid of it, nor is he scared of it. What's Grun doing?
Oh, Grun is going to power attack the shit out of this thing.
Oh!
Totally called that. Why is it only
hammers
plus 4 slashing damage? Oh, just for the dice. Got it.
Yep, he only rolled a 4 when he rolled it. He slams into it with his axe. What else had I Grun?
That's it. I mean, so Grun, even though he's raged, I mean, Korum's like he's barely missing Korum.
Right.
So he's not gonna press the issue.
Okay. Bertra does something totally unexpected. Bertra. That block up. Shoves Korum. Shoves you back so you're out of the way. Takes off her turn.
Willingly.
Yeah, big Korum would. Korum. Where are you? You're still afraid, aren't you?
Not anymore.
Not now.
Hell yeah, man. All right, so sorry, let me. Korum's not afraid, but he's only got. Did we just determine that was action and bonus action to be not afraid?
His bonus action, so you can still act, but you're going to be at you can still act, but you're going to be at disadvantage. And the disadvantage is coming from the fact that Berkshire just shoved you backward.
Got it. All right, so that's 1. He's going to roll one more time. Oh, would miss, but he still moves out of range.
And it
No,
tries to-
no provoking attack of opportunity because he is mobile.
That's
feat.
right. Mobile. As I said, as soon as I hit that, I was like, nope, he got mobile. Good thing too, because that might have done you in.
Oh, that would have done me in for sure.
You did hit it with your rapier as you ducked away.
Even the 10? No, I got a 10, Jason, with disadvantage.
Oh, crap. Oh, then I'll give it back. So you should be quiet.
I try to be fair, man.
I know you. Dash.
I'm gonna try to not be such a chicken shit.
Forward to it, Dash.
Enough.
Oh, you got a chance.
Let's-
Come on, man.
Plus
Roll that
a 1d4.
Roll your d4 and let's see. Oh!
Yes!
The power of the clerical backhand.
Pretty much.
So you are at
Need a good
disadvantage for
fighter.
anything you do.
Well, I don't have. Is my movement still 0 now, or?
No. No, you can move, but you have disadvantage.
Okay. I'll take that chance. All I have is my double scimitar, so I will run along, try to pincer him,
Okay.
which should give me advantage, so it even out, right?
He's got.
Yeah, you're surrounded. He's surrounded, so yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Sweet, even.
And you miss.
Hit him anyways. God dang it. Then I'll use my bonus action to just dodge,
Okay.
so that gives him disadvantage on next
Right.
swing.
Now the $50 million question is who is he going to swing at?
Depends how pissed off he was at
Bertra. Bertra. Or Marcus didn't even hear, and his character's getting.
Oh, man. That's a good one.
And I gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
I'll be right back, man.
Okay. Oh. Bertra is afraid. And then it will move here, actually walking partially through Grun as it goes, which means it protects an opportunity attack from you, Dash.
Sweet. Am I still at disadvantage? Do I?
Yes, you're still at disadvantage.
Does it even out because Grun was there, or still
Nope,
disadvantage only?
it didn't affect
Okay.
Grun. It literally walked through Grun.
Disadvantage. Ha! That
Ah,
worked out.
that worked out.
Do I get sneak attack? No, because there was no longer any
Yeah.
advantage because.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Dead ass.
Fine.
If it matters, that's silvered.
It does, but I equated for it because I remember that from when we built it. Lightning, what are you up to? You got Dash to quit shaking it in his fur?
I love only having cantrips left. Well, I'm just gonna kind of pat Bertra on like, so I'm gonna pat Bertra. Okay, you get to stop shaking as well.
Okay. On her turn, we'll roll and see if she can stop that nonsense. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move to this.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. When I was away, did the. Oh, he's. Never mind. He stayed in Grun's threat range.
Yep, he's staying ground start. Now you crosses the room, staying behind the party. Actually, no. Well, she can do that from there. 10 points of healing back to Cora.
Nice.
I believe that's the last of her level 2 slots. Grun, what are you doing?
Grunt is going to beat the crap out of this guy.
Oh, nice hit. Nice hit.
At least with his axe.
Anything else?
That's it for Grunt.
Bertra. Let's make a save here, Bertra. The wrong save. Crap. It's a wisdom save. She's afraid, not blinded. She'll hold on to that luck roll because she's... Actually, no, she won't. Just roll. 4. She comes out of her feared state and just walks right down here and gets one attack off because she rolled a freaking 20.
Nice.
Hits it. Another stone clatters to the floor beside Bertra. Corum, it's your turn.
These stone things are kind of scary. The hell they are. I'm gonna. Corm's gonna do what he's kind of done before. He's going to use his booming blade,
Okay.
since that seemed to work pretty well last time. Nice. So it works like normal, and he's able to deal 15 damage to the creature.
Creature evaporates.
Oh, thank God.
And another stone clatters from the ceiling.
With the rest of his turn, can he look at any of these stones and see what kind they are?
Sure.
If they are wrongchistness or if they're
Okay. There's a
something
stack
else.
of... let me turn. There's a stack of 8 stones now. A little small pile of them there. This, 'cause that's done. And as you pilfer through them, you turn up 7 that say wrongtuous and 1 that says righteous.
Oh, I like the righteous ones. Guys, I found one that's a little bit different. Dash, why don't you try throwing this one in the pedestal? And I toss the stone to Dash.
Dash puts 8 of the wrong choice. I'm just kidding. Do we want to take a moment to rest here for a bit before we try to do that?
What are you talking about? I got like 1 limb left. Still working.
All I'm saying is if we take a moment and relax in here, it doesn't seem like anything else is coming in.
I'm being facetious, Dash. Yes, let's rest.
Hey,
So you guys would take a short
I'm
rest
a little
here?
agitated right now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, let's talk about this. How long has it been? Are we kind of due for a long rest, or are we short resting?
Long rest. Well,
So we didn't take a long rest when
So
we
no.
got to
yeah,
here?
so you did not take a long rest when you got here because you all was planning on you set your campsite up and you came down and checked out the thing and then you all started exploring this place.
That's
So yeah,
right.
you could take a long rest. But now keep in mind your animals are above ground. They're tied up but unguarded.
Yeah,
I
and
think
the only door
They'll
out
be good
is
for 8 hours.
either that or we could take a short rest, drop this righteous stone, see what doors open, and then
And then decide. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
thoughts
So what-
lightning.
All right, so just short resting it.
So if you're taking a short rest, guys, hit your short rest buttons. Berkshire will definitely take one. So
I'm gonna thaumaturgy the door real quick.
Jason, something
Oh,
weird happened when I hit the short rest.
okay. Dash of luck recharge, Berkshire. Apparently, Bertra I hit twice for some reason.
No, I was trying to hit my hit dice or something, and it completely screwed up.
What did it do?
I'm switching.
I'm looking at your sheet. Nalia is not going to take one because she didn't get hit. How many hit dice you want? There you go. Oh, really? Go ahead and roll your hit dice there, Corum. We'll add them in manually.
Jesus.
Corum got 29. Nice, Corum.
That was a good one.
It actually.
Can I roll my other 2?
Yeah, go for it. I'll let
Okay.
you. It actually did it. It put 35 on your sheet, so you're good, Corum.
Sweet.
Sweet. Back up to full.
Cool.
Yes.
I've got to get into Bertra's sheet so I can roll some hit dice here.
Oh, you know what? I gotta hit grunts. I'm sorry.
That's your fine. Fine. I'm doing Bertra's now, so Bertra will roll 2.
Grunt. Oh, grunts up to full.
Bertra's up to full. Okay. So you guys spend a little bit of time bandaging, wrapping wounds, that sort of thing, getting wrapped up and taken care of. Try to thaumaturgy the door open, is what you said?
Yes.
Okay. So you let's see how well it handles that. The door doesn't move.
Well, everyone, the only way to actually get out is to solve this awful puzzle.
Well, I think Corum found the right stone for it, but let's does everyone want to make sure you're ready for whatever comes out when I drop this stone?
Hey, Jason, Bertra and Grun, their auras are still yellow. I'm not sure
It'll
why.
update itself here in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, mine is 2. I'm up to full, but it shows me as still beat up. Anyways,
Having to and click save. Put your changes on.
okay. If does anyone want to move anywhere before I drop the stone?
Yeah, let's. Where do they seem to be coming from? The center?
Yeah, the stones are falling right there with that green square that I dropped on the map.
Let's
That's
all
where
ready actions and just destroy this MFer when he gets here.
Really, I
If
think
it's
you
a-
guys
if it's
should
a
form
bad
a.
guy. So
I
what
think you guys
Corum's
should form a
looking
defensive huddle around me. Go ahead, Corum. Sorry.
what Corum's looking for is like specifically the same type of creature, same green looking dude. If he sees that, he's gonna act out. I think Grun would do the same.
Okay.
Dash will say, I think even when we drop this stone, we should see if it looks like it's going to be aggressive, even if it looks the same. Because it's different stone, it might be a different reaction. But
Corum
he
will
will
trust
ready
Dash.
dagger.
He's proven himself. His reputation is of high standards.
You say that, but I just blinded us again.
Hey, Dash, why don't you tell us to close our eyes when you're going to drop in the stone this time?
Okay, on the count of 3, everyone close your eyes. Dash will actually take out a. Will
I'm
actually
going
take out a
to
closes his
literally
eyes.
cast guidance on Dash.
Sweet. Dash will actually grab a strip of cloth and hold it up in front of his eyes too.
Okay.
I'll put the stone there. On the count of 3, I will drop it. 1, 2,
Close.
3.
Oh, we're good.
The
doors
doorway that you had previously partially blocked with a timber that held it open longer than it should have stayed open retracts. There's now crumpled pieces of timber there, and the doorway ahead of you, the archway ahead of you, also opens up, revealing a passageway of unworked stone proceeding on.
Yes, let's go.
Do we want to go back, check on the animals, long rest, then scout.
Yes.
Uh,
I need my spells.
No matter what, I think we need to take a long rest. We did travel all day before we got here, and then came right in here.
Gorham's up for whatever the party decides. So yeah, if we go back up to the camp, Jason or not.
Yeah, we can. If that's what you want to do, that's not a problem. Go ahead and let's do this. Just we won't change the map. So you make your way back out of the passageway back out, blocking doors open as you go to make sure, with Grun's help, to make sure they're not going to shut this time. Like the outside door and different things like that. You get yourself back up to the campsite. You go out. You have previously set the campsite up. You go about making things. Who's taking first, second, and third watches?
Dash will take first. I imagine Gorham will take
Second and third.
Okay, so I need each one of you to give me a perception check for each watch that you do. And like Corum, you're doing 2, so give me 2. Okay. The night passes relatively uneventfully during Dash's first watch. During your first watch, Corum, a storm off the sea, and it gets kind of nasty for a while, and no big deal because you have equipment, gear to take care of that and keep yourself dry and all that. But it does start to rain. It gets pretty brutal for a little bit, but then quickly passes. And then by the time of the morning, it's actually figure out what time of the day it is. But by the time your 8 hours finishes up, the storm itself has passed and it's back to normal day. Now the question is what time of day it is. You got here at midday. You was in the tomb probably 4 hours. So okay, it's about sunrise when you make your way back to the tomb.
Okay.
And that's mainly for me to mark on the calendar how much time has passed.
Makes sense.
Okay, and then we just Wayne's World back to here.
Yeah, you
Okay.
quickly make your way back to where you left off when you find yourself back in the room with the doors blocked open.
I assume we show a long rest so we get our hit dice back.
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
don't
Go ahead and
fail.
go into your long rest buttons, folks. Do the same for one that really matters. Yes.
I just hate for tomorrow or the next time we have a session for us to be all like, why do we have no hit dice?
Exactly. I get Bertra's. I'll get Grun's for you, Corum.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you hit the long rest?
Yeah, I got the long rest for him. 3 charges, hit dice and stuff.
Okay.
Do long
Shit,
rests
man,
always
Gorham
only
could have been doing a
recover half?
whole lot more.
Sorry, what? What'd you say,
I was
Dash?
just gonna ask. Does long rest always recover half hit dice?
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yes.
I thought that was a thing, but just want to double check.
Yep. They only recover half your hit dice.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. All right, good to know.
Makes healing take a little bit longer if you're using your short rests and no magic. Okay, so you find yourself back in the tomb with the door propped open. Or back in the, keep saying tomb, but I really mean to say treasure trove. Or the passageway as you move down through it, Corum. Unworked stone, and it kind of bent off to the right, and then it opens up to a sandy area on your right.
Dash will sneak.
Gorham's gonna wait for everybody else.
Okay.
All right, when he more or less sends his dash, the little hairs on his skin perking up.
I'll tap you. Let you know I'm here.
All right. He continues on.
The area you're standing in is more sand, Corum, and it's a little like a wide nook there, like maybe the stone here was most of it, again, it's been mined or quarried out. Looks like this might have been a natural pocket they found when they were building the place.
Gorham's gonna still kind of digging it a little bit.
Okay. You dig around for a little bit. You don't find anything but more wet sand. Then eventually the sand petters out to being actual stone.
Okay. If you guys need to use the litter box, here's the spot.
Dash rolls his eyes. Very, very apparently, like makes eye contact for a good 10 seconds and rolls the eyes the whole time.
So as you come around there, the passageway kind of opens up and bends to the left and makes almost a 90-degree turn to the left. And there appears to be a chest, a large gemstone standing behind the chest.
Okay. Do
That
you
is the
want-
Birchicide's gemstone we're looking for, fellas.
Do we want Lightning to cast Find Traps? Otherwise, I'll sneak up and slowly investigate the area. I don't want to touch that stone first.
And I still have Haskell. The
Regardless
unseen
if you want me to cast it or not, I'm still gonna cast it.
Hey, Lightning, you wanna hook some guys up?
You can feel the ebb of magic kind of get away from you, but the spell still takes effect, or at least you're fairly certain it does. Nothing highlights or alerts your suspicion that there might be a trap here, but again, you do feel that ebb as it goes out, so you know that you might not want to trust your results completely.
Looks clear.
Based off that, right?
Nope.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and.
But do be careful.
Oh, thanks.
That's a good.
I really was about to just walk out there based off that. So I will ease forward, just looking for anything
Okay.
on the ground that stands out, or tripwires, or
Nothing stands out. The room is rough cut, kind of awkwardly shaped. Kind of dips down to the south a bit and then hooks back around and has a flat wall in it. There is a large wooden chest, simple chest, but a large wooden chest. And then behind it is a tall blue crystal that as you get a little bit closer to it, you see it just pulse ever so gently with blue light. Kind of a blue light kind of feels the room, almost like a heartbeat.
Dash will use 2 fingers and point towards the north side of the wall to signal to somebody to look that way, and I'll ease a little bit further forward and check around.
Corm's going to assume that somebody is him.
It's either you or Lightning. I assume you're both pretty sneaky, so I'm just gonna trust.
Not today, I'm not.
Dash will just complete checking the
Okay.
around the room.
You go around the room doing your careful checks and looks and probably the room's kind of awkwardly shaped, but you guess from looking at it, it looks like, again, they may have found like a partially natural fissure in the rocks and then widened it to create this room. You find no traps or anything other than the thing. And the whole time that you're walking and investigating as the others start filtering in, and Berkshire and Nalia come up toward the edge of the room. They don't come all the way in, but they come up toward the end there. The three of them and Grun kind of hang out the edge. And the whole time you're doing that, the stone is just slowly pulsing with blue light. It gets brighter and then fades, brighter and fades in and out of brightness. Almost like water or waves lapping against the ocean. It's the seashore.
Okay, finding no traps, I'll still keep a little bit of a berth away from the actual stone itself, but I'll walk back towards the group.
Okay.
I assume this tunnel it looks like it just ends there. I imagine.
Yeah, it just ends there.
Okay. So it looks like this is the only room. It looks like it ends on the far side. I didn't see any secret doors or anything.
Well, that's
I
good
think
to
that's
know.
what we're looking for.
All right, this might be our goal. That Bertra looks to be about the size of, or that that gem looks to be about the size of Bertra.
Yes, the gem is at least 8 or 9 foot tall. It's about 4 or 5 foot wide. It is kind of octagonal shaped. Octagonal. It looks like it's kind of triangular shaped. It looks like it's a portion of maybe a larger stone. I couldn't find a good token to represent what I actually wanted, so I just kind of picked something for the map.
I like
Still looks good.
So I was thinking on the way down, we have that potion of diminution. I
Mhm.
don't know if it would actually have an effect on this if we pour it on it, but that might be something we want to do to see if it makes it easier to carry out. I mean, we should
Why
check
would
the
we do
chest
that when we
first.
got a
but-
Bertra?
Bertram and Grunt are kind of like, we can carry it.
That's fine. I just figured it'd be nice to have Bertra's hands free just in case, we walk back in and all of a sudden we're engaged in a spectral fight again.
Grunt nods his head sagely, like it makes a lot of sense to him.
I mean, it's up to you guys on that piece. Check out this chest real quick.
Okay.
I want to make sure this is the stone we're looking for, so I'm gonna perform a bit of a test.
Okay.
Like,
Please don't pour acid on it.
Pour slime
no.
cube junk on it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Slime cube, junk, acid. Same difference. Decorum.
Lightning's just gonna just flat out put their hand on it and cast create water
Okay.
nearby. See if it amps
And we all
anything.
You see the spell. So, let me do it this way. Give me a sec.
And cast it like over here.
Okay. That's fine.
I was-
Just,
I'm
Away
glad
from
you
everyone.
said that, Lightning,
Lightning,
because I assumed I was
what's your
about to
real
drown.
name, by the way? Out of character.
Like me as a person?
Yeah, you as a person.
It's Finnegan.
Yeah, Finn.
Oh, interesting. All right.
a nice pool of water is created there. You don't feel any magical aid, but it forms relatively easily.
Did it feel easier to you?
No. This isn't our crystal.
Unless you're just not using it right. Can you try to control the water through the stone? Can we get our magic users up here to look at this? You and Nalia and
No,
Corn.
yeah, we'll get Nalia up here. Oh, suddenly Nalia.
She was only standing at the door. I just had to get her around.
Hit. Without casting anything, Lightning's just gonna keeping their hand on the stone, just
Mhm.
gonna try and wiggle at the water using their other hand, trying to get it to do something.
What is your magic stat? The Constitution, Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Give me a Wisdom check.
Why
You
now?
reach out. You reach out toward the water, but you're not able to connect to it. Have just the same check. I have my cheat sheet open. I hate opening spellcaster sheets. They take forever.
Caster sheets do?
Yes. It's the spells on them.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Maybe that's why mine take so long to load. I cannot play a character anymore that has 0 spells. It's just impossible for me.
Nalia does the same thing. She places her hand on it. She reaches out toward the water. But she doesn't seem to be able to affect the water. But then she kind of looks at his butt, says, it could be something that requires attunement, or we might need to spend time studying the stone before we can gain control of it.
Maybe. Jeez, how do you attune a crystal this big? Do we eat it?
Don't eat the crystal.
I'm gonna eat a pot of it.
Don't eat a part of it. That seems like a horrible idea.
Naya comments that maybe simply meditating in its presence.
No, that works for you because you're an elf.
Quorum, what are you doing with the unseen servant that you're conjuring while they're comparing and studying the stone over here?
Oh, I conjure up Haskell and I ask him to open the chest.
Yeah. Haskell walks over right beside the rest of the party and flips the chest lid open. Inside the chest, it opens simply. No lock on it, believe it or not. Inside the chest is a set of silver scales. Scale. They're a little, well, they being that they're not wrapped in anything, you'd expect them to be tarnished, but they're not tarnished. They're bright silver, and there is a handwritten note laying up beside them.
Handwritten note.
Yep.
Nothing in the chest.
These scales.
Scale.
Interesting. All right, can Quorum's going to pick up the handwritten note and see what language it's in.
Okay. The language it's in common. It's a little older form of common, not old, just older. And it says, "Here be the truth. All things are not balanced, and neither good nor evil can be weighed against the other."
Note, you failed to deliver your message successfully to my brain.
I pasted the contents of the note in the chat for you guys. The scales themselves appear to be made of silver. And some nice
Are they like dragon scales or like scales, like weighted scales?
weighted scales, like you would check test the weight of something.
Weighing scales.
Yes, sorry.
I thought you meant like scale armor.
No,
like-
weighing scales. Yeah, like you would weigh something with. Now with that revelation, let me reread the notes. Here be the truth. All things are not balanced, and neither good nor evil can be weighed against the other. Dash. Make a history check. At advantage.
I was about to ask, do I get to do something here? Seems like something I would have read. History, where are you?
One of the pieces of lore that you know about Paleon was that supposedly he had a set of scales that he would use to judge the value of people and things. And the scales were said to be magical in nature. And the other thing that you immediately recognize, because you've seen a number of his journals and records that you've actually read, firsthand records that you've seen, the handwriting is definitely Paleon's.
Maybe this is his treasure, and the gem is what we've been asked to retrieve.
Yeah, I'll get super excited and I'll start sharing that with everyone. Be like, I'll take the note from Quorum, kind of almost snatch it out of his hands and be excited. Be like, this is from Paleon himself. I think this is his magic scales, and I'll explain that to him. And with gloves, I'll be like, anyone immediately want this? Otherwise, I'll put it in our bag. I guess I'll
You mean the
pick it up.
scales?
Yeah.
I think they'd look good in Dash's office. Back at the inn.
It might be one of those items we try to carry around with us, but we should I think we should definitely take it back and see if we can get it fully identified.
Why do I see like a treasure chest at the bottom of this little ocean?
Because that was in the token that I grabbed to make water. There's nothing actually there.
Man, your vision's good because I don't see that treasure
I
chest.
see what he's saying. There's a light spot in there. That's like a chest.
Yeah, that's too much time playing like Skyrim or Morrowind or whatever. Like you're gonna jump in that water, get that
Yeah.
chest.
While this has been going on, Nalia and Lightning have been discussing things, and Bertra's come over and has sized up and Grunt as well. They size it up and they go, well, we can carry this thing out of here. They actually, Bertra reaches over and actually wraps her arms around the crystal and just gives it a little heft to see. Because, oh, it's lighter than it looks.
Mission accomplished, boys and gals. Let's go.
We better want to run one more test on it before we leave.
That's fine. She hasn't picked it up. She just kind of raised it up to check the weight of it to see if how heavy it's going to be for her and Grunt to carry.
Okay, Nalia, you have my guidance. I want you to wiggle at the water while touching the rock.
Let's see. I still have her stat block. Yeah, there we go.
I always thought this contract was a little bit odd. We find a gem the size of Bertra and we get paid 500 gold each. Just saying, guys.
2 wisdoms?
Well, she had advantage. And I didn't pull the sheet up to tell it to that, so I'd roll it twice. Well, actually, it was guidance +4. Never mind. Don't matter. She rolled a 20. Again, she reaches out with it and goes, maybe. I'm just not sure. But then but at the same time she looked back. She looks at it and she looks at Dash. Says, Dash, didn't Matt give us a written description of this thing?
Finally, looking up from everything else, be like, let me see. Oh,
You rummage around
Rummage
amongst the
through
stuff
and-
that Mac had given you. There is a brief description of it. And as you read through the description, the stone it's the right shape, the right size, and the right color.
well, guys, looks pretty accurate.
And in the right place. At least for someone writing notes on something that no one has supposedly seen for 50 to 100 years.
I mean, we don't really have a reason to doubt it. We can look around to see if there's anything else or any hidden doors, but I didn't see anything when we were looking around, so it's right size, right shape. It's pretty enough. And I imagine also with my history of reading up on Pelion before this, I assume would I have any knowledge to say it's probably this?
It does kind of meet some of the descriptions that you've encountered, but there were very few descriptions of this device in any of the histories. Apparently, he kept it pretty hush hush what it looked like and all that. And one thing you do know about Paleon was he never let anybody into his cabin on the ship.
Well, unless somebody strongly doubts it, I think this is our stone.
Dash, can you hold my
Sure.
ring for a minute?
I'll take her ring.
Okay.
Right.
Their ring,
Wanna-
sorry.
I want to toss 2 of my coats over the actual gem
Mm-hmm.
and take my small dagger that I don't use for actual combat.
Uh-huh.
Try to chip a piece off of the very bottom point.
Okay. Give me a probably a strength check. You ram your dagger pretty hard in it multiple times, but you can't seem to chip the stone or cause it to crack.
Darn it.
I'm gonna say thankfully. because knowing our luck, Lightning, you may have just blown us up.
Yeah, fair point.
The
So,
gem starts to crack.
No, she tries to chip a piece off, but she's not able to chip it or crack it.
Thank you.
All right. All right,
So-
we're good to go. I'm gonna leave the two coats over it. We can head out. I'm done testing it.
All right, so we drag it out. Is the door still open to the other room?
Yes, all the doors are open. Grun and
All right.
between Grun and Bertra, Grun walking in front, Bertra in the back, they're able to easily carry the stone out on their shoulders. Takes a
Dash
little
will
bit of.
suggest. Guys,
Go ahead.
I'll take the lead a little bit, just in case there's any surprises that pop
Okay.
up as we're moving this. So
Quorum will follow
I'll
about
be
20
ahead by
paces
about.
behind Dash.
Yeah, I was gonna try to be like 40 to 50 feet ahead of everyone, and
Okay.
Yeah,
just staying barely
so
within eyesight.
Dash, and then 20 behind him is Quorum, and then 20 behind them is be the rest of the party if everyone's okay with
Okay. So you make your way out of the tomb, carrying the stone. Find yourself back on the coastline, just north of Core Cliff, or just south of Core Cliff.
with our horses and stuff. Are we able to kind of add that to their saddlebag?
You have a
Or-
cart.
Oh, okay. So we can put the cart in, or on the cart we can put the gem and anything else that's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
I definitely think we need to mount a bunch of Ronchusness scroll tablets in the main floor of our inn, everyone.
Dash really did carry out at least one of the Rongchus stones
Okay.
as a souvenir.
Just put that on your
It-
inventory.
Oh, don't worry, it's already there.
Okay. And if you did bring the tablets out to add to the inn's floor, then please note those in inventory somewhere.
Did you want me to add that to the saddlebags, Corum?
You can. I literally, I just want to see it on the walls of our tavern.
Okay,
There's 8 or 9 tablets total.
Perfect.
so 9 tablets.
I want it to be like a talking piece, so I can, when I'm doing my loot, I can be like pointing a little bit to the tablets on the walls to add some validity to the song.
Okay.
And Jason, for those scales, you just want me to put Pelion scales for now until I
For
can.
now, yes, Paleon scales. I will get you. Well, once you get them identified, I will get you the information for them. But for now, that'll be enough for me to know what they are.
And did you want me to mark down any weights for any of those things?
And since I'm
encumbrance
assuming both of
purposes?
them are going to be in the cart, I'm not worried about weights.
The scales will probably be in my own little sack unless it's
Then they weigh about 10 pounds because they're
10
actually
pounds?
solid silver.
Okay. They're in my saddlebags.
Yeah, they're actually solid silver. So, I mean, it's like a big
Okay.
set of like the justice scales that you see like in a courthouse, something like that. Okay, so you make your way back up to the cliff. It's because you went down that morning. It didn't take you, but let's say about 3 hours. So it's mid morning whenever you get back up on the cliff top. The sun is out. It's typical morning here on the coastline. It is, for those who want to know, it is now the. Let me get close. My can't see. Where's my cursor? It is the 12th day of Brensoff. You have 3 weeks to return to Mac.
Ahead of schedule, just as I'd hoped.
And we're just short of, or just south of Corcliffe.
Yes, you're a day's travel south of Corcliffe, and if you continue south, it'll take you about. If you're on the road, it'll only take you about 5 days, but it's going to take you about 8 days because you're not on the road to get to unless you head back to a road.
From the vault to Corcliffe.
Yeah, from the vault to Gumtar Stronghold will take you about 8 to 9 days, depending on weather and how long it takes you to get onto a decent road. If you go back to Corcliffe, which is a day back, you can be by road. You could be in Gumtar in 10 days. You have to go. The road actually goes to Bright Glass, and they head south to Gumtar.
I got you. Now,
Or
I thought
or
that
you could
kind of arranged travel for us.
or you can go back to Corcliffe and try to have a ship signaled to pick you up and take you back to Gumtar. By sea, Gumtar is 3 days away. But now you don't know how long it'll take you to get a ship in. Those ships visit Corcliffe fairly regularly. It might be, you don't know. It's not Corcliffe. Corcliffe is a trade city, and they don't have regular traffic. But it's not like Gumtar that has ships coming and going every day.
Gentlemen, I think that we could move to the east, go to Bright Glass, and then southwest from there to Gumtar if we wanted to avoid any sea monsters and potential delays. Or we could wait.
The downside is we're carrying a giant ass crystal everywhere. So anyone who sees us, if they're bandits, they may be interested. I assume we've covered this up as much as we can.
I would assume you use. I'd assume you use the tents that you have to cover it in the back.
Actually, don't know if I have a tent, but yeah.
Yeah, between the tents and my numerous coats.
Pelts of every other fur creature.
No, I have just 4 normal coats.
Yeah, Lightning has a fetish with jackets and coats.
I like it.
Lightning and I were talking the other day, and we were talking about how many pop collars they would have at any given time.
So many.
So many pop collars. I like it. All right. Just not to leave anything to chance, I'm thinking maybe we take the road back. What do you guys think?
I lean more towards the road just because I would like to travel as much as possible, and I don't particularly want to go back on that same ship. I just like to meet new people.
Grunt says his preference is the sea, but he'll do what the party wants. Bertra's meh, whatever.
I also don't like the fact that if we go by ship, if something goes south, we get sunk. I don't know how we're swimming that crystal back up. Maybe we'll be able to do some magic control stuff, but that's for you finger wigglers.
With our crystal in hand, I think that the road is safer travels. Is Lightning going back to her people right now?
No, she's going to stay with the party until you return to Gumtar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nalia.
Nalia. I knew what he meant.
Nalia. Yes.
Yeah, she'll stay with the party. Her plan is to stay with the party until she returns to get the Gumtar. Because she would like to take Alvi with her.
You mean Archie?
Oh, yeah, Archie. Sorry.
It confused me for a quick hot second. So,
some reason I was thinking you named it Alvi.
All right, so we got Dash and Corum for road. We got Bertra for meh and Grunt for C.
Yeah.
Lightning, you're kind of the deciding factor. You either go meh and road wins, or you say road and road wins, or you say C and we have a coin flip.
As much as I would prefer to get there faster, we shouldn't have a water crystal on the ocean. We're taking the road.
Otherwise, we could just go north back to Corcliffe. If there's a ship there, we may choose differently, but I assume there will be no ship immediately there, and we can just swing out from there over to Bright Glass. Because
No, I
one of my
like it.
roads
Let's
doesn't
cross
look
this little
quicker
river,
than-
head down to the road southeast of Bright Glass, and continue southwest to Gumtar.
So you're not going back to Core Cliff at all?
I would prefer not to unless we think we should.
How big
That's
is this river?
The one south of you?
Yeah.
Um,
I assume I could look at a map real quick.
yeah,
because-
no, that wouldn't be a problem. You've looked at enough maps of the region. The river, and I really need to sort of think. I really need to name all these rivers, but it's a typical. I mean, remember this area is largely jungle, so it's not that deep a river, at least from what you can tell on the maps, but it's fairly wide. So crossing it you'd almost have to go to a point in almost all the rivers in this area. You almost have to go to a point where there's a bridge to cross them, at least safely, unless you want to try to build a raft or something like that to get across.
All right, so maybe we make our way east towards the crossing to Bright Glass, and then southwest from there.
I would tend to go that way too. Although if it's all jungle, we might want to head north more towards the road just to get over there
Yes.
quicker.
Let's just go back towards Coal Cliff and take that road to Bright Glass. That way we don't have to even worry about the river. And then we can just take that main road straight down to Gumta.
Unless
Then
you're
we
super
can-
worried about bandits, but I
We
think
can
being on the
just-
main
we
road
can-
is less likely to get attacked.
Well, now you do know. I mean, from what you've been around the region enough, you know that each one of the cities are responsible for patrolling the roads within their area of influence. All of the cities within that you can see on the map, not all of them, like Corecliff, Bright Glass, Strongmare, all of those fall under the control of Gumtar Stronghold's soldiers. So you know the Tally patrol these roads. Now, how frequently they're out there, you don't know, but you also do remember there was a buildup of soldiers in Gumtar because there was concerns about a warlord to the north. But that warlord was way north. It was up near Springmead, which is almost to the Moonlit Morass.
I and dash, I think, to take the road. So we head towards Corecliff or to the road just outside its eastern borders and make our way on the road towards Bright Glass.
Okay.
Yeah, no reason to go through the town if we can avoid it. We
Okay.
can come out this-
It's easy. I mean, there was no road headed the direction you went to get to the vault. You bushwhacked your way here through the grasslands and the jungle that's this region. So heading a little bit more to the west, or to the east rather, to dodge Corecliff and hit the road just a little bit to the east of Corecliff isn't hard to do, but it'll take you about a day and a quarter of travel time before you hit that road going to Corecliff.
Perfect.
Or not Corecliff, past Corecliff. And once you're on the road, it'll take you another 2 to 3 days or 2 days to reach Bright Glass.
So 1.5 days to hit the road, 2 to
Right.
3 days to Bright Glass, and then
Right.
we were anticipating 8 days to Gumtar from there.
Right.
And we'll still be ahead of schedule.
Still be ahead of
1
schedule.
week ahead of schedule.
Okay. So what we'll do
21
is
days versus 11, right?
you make the road just east of Bright Glass with no problem. That's where we'll end tonight's session.